on the dial at least, so we're gonna get this duel going. And hello everyone, my name is John Michael Bushman, and welcome back to Master Duel. By the time you're watching this video, it will be a new season here on Master Duel, and they just announced that there will be a new selection pack coming out, and it includes Regenesis. Nobody really cares too much about that. I guess we'll just see if it will even impact the metagame. But the biggest thing that will be coming out of that pack is Allied Code Talker. And hoo boy, we will finally be getting the upgrades for both Maliss and YuGiOh once that selection pack rolls around. And safe to assume that alongside Allied Code Talker, we'll also get the other At-Ignister cards that Maliss uses to great fucking effect. Holy shit. You would think that the cards that are meant to be used for those guys end up being used elsewhere, so yeah. A sad truth, but something that we just have to accept. So I'm just gonna do my usual Maliss stuff here. My opponents, there seems to be interaction on my opponent's side, but I don't know what kind just yet. So I'll just keep doing this, and we're gonna see where they interact. They could stop my link plays here, but I literally already have everything, so I don't need to go into Red Ransom. So I can just go through the entire synchro line. Not synchro. Just go through the entire Cyber's combo line. So there is that. I'm gonna stop that because I can. There we go. And it's also a shuffle, so it's just as well. So we cross that one out. We'll get the one in the middle because why not? There we go. Then Imperm gets negated. Then we get this. There we go. So that I'm not sure if we'll need to play the third trap card once the support comes out. So we'll get there when we get there, I guess. So we normal summon Fualos because we can't really do too much with it. There we go. Just additional material. There we go. Then we do this. My opponent doesn't have much in the graveyard anyway, so we can do it like this. There we go. And then there we go, Splash Mage. Then we do this. We revive someone from the graveyard, usually the White Rabbit. There we go. Then that goes there. And then we will link Shokan. This guy. There we go. We got Link Decoder. And then, once we get Link Decoder down, we summon Transcode. Yes, we'll treat that as 2 materials. There we go. Then, do not forget, make sure you leave a space below the arrows for him. There we go. That did screw me over during an off-camera duel. Where I revived someone at a zone a Link monster pointed to, so it locked me out of more optimal plays. There we go. We'll actually just leave White Rabbit there. There we go, and there we go. We'll leave White Rabbit there because we need something to trigger Maliss in the mirror. There we go. And we have a couple of negates, and oh boy. It's gonna be fun. So we send the save worm. There we go. There we go. Right, we have 1, 2, 3 potentially points of interaction that we can do. So we shall see. Opponent drew a card. Yes, I would like to send something to the graveyard, and that is the Code of Soul. Once we have Code of Soul in the graveyard, that will give us access to our link lines during the opponent's turn. There we go. And let's see. It's still the draw phase. We don't have a max C opponent, so go do your worst, if at all. Okay, 6 Samurai. They're pretty popular lately, so the one that we should negate actually is the Gateway, because that's the one that gives them insurmountable amounts of advantage. No, again, we're still not gonna. No. We're gonna if we're going to get rid of something, it's going to be the Gateway. And those two, while yes, they control, they get Bushido counters, but that's not the target. So we're gonna ash that because they only have 2 cards left in hand, and they're using a search spell, so it could either be bait or they're just setting up for a future turn. So we're gonna see. Let's see here. I mean, if they even do anything. If not, then I just kill them with terahertz here. Okay, anarchist monk. Sure. You haven't activated any effects just yet. Let's see what you do here. I mean, you can get rid of White Rabbit because she only has 300 defense. Okay, send this card. Draw one card for each Bushido counter. Sure. Again, I'm not going to negate that. Six Samurai. I don't know how they're cracking it in the meta, but the new support is definitely really goddamn powerful, but it sadly cannot exactly compete too well these days. So, special summon, change a monster, face on defense position. We'll see what he does here. I mean, it's safe to assume that he summons a monster instead, because why wouldn't you? Let's see what he does. Okay, sure. Summons that. He has two tuners on board. No cards in hand. What are you gonna do with that, opponent? I mean, you could Link Summon into the Six Samurai monster from the extra deck. But if you don't do that, then I don't know what else you're doing with your life here. So I think it's safe to assume that we win this one, but I am not too sure if my opponent can somehow pull a victory out of this. So I'll just see you guys either at the next interesting point that my opponent does something significant, or we're just going to move on to the next game. Okay, so I didn't get to start this duel properly because the audio quality suddenly worked a little. I'm not quite sure how this will look in post, so we're going to start from here, if ever. Do we negate this? I'm assuming I should. And I mean, it's Galaxy Eyes. I mean, yeah, they can OTK these days, especially if they manage to punch through all of the negation that their opponent throws at them. But ultimately, the average experience for a Galaxy Eyes player is well, shit like this. So it's unfortunate. Galaxy Eyes has their fans, and I mean they have their fans, but good God, guys, similar to the other old and ailing archetypes, you have to let go. Oh my God. We're gonna Ash Bait here. We're gonna use Gold Sark. Let's see if it does anything to my opponent. They're gonna max C. I mean, to be expected. We should just go into Heart Scripter, and then we just kill the opponent from there. So if we get Dormouse, we banish her. There we go. Then we get Dormouse. No, I'm not going to impulse my own minions. Jesus Christ. So yeah, they draw one. Do you do something about that, opponent? You can, but okay, sure. That is fine. Not like I was gonna do too much with it anyway. So then we get White Rabbit. This negates until target negate the effects of that face-up monster until your opponent goes until the end of turn. Yeah. So we get MTB07. There we go. This is our third body, and then we use this so that we can. We haven't banished White Rabbit yet. Yeah, but we sadly have already banished Dormouse. So we have to banish White Rabbit so that we can get the March Hare. Ooh, that's spicy. All right, cool. Then that means we have to go through our Cyber's combo line now. That's the beauty of Maliss. You stop one line from happening, the other line opens up completely. So we're gonna do this. Sad that we have to walk right into their max C, but what can we do? I mean, they've already used the Ash Blossom. They have used Effect Veiler. What more could they possibly have? I mean, they could draw into an Nibiru, but I'm just going to walk right into that. Give my opponent this victory if it even comes to that. So we're gonna see. Never forget to convert the creature that you revive with Splash Mage into Link Decoder. That has nearly cost me a game once, and will cost me future games if I don't remember that. So we do this. There we go. And if we go into the battle phase anyway, they're not going to be able to attack once terahertz is up anyway. So We're just gonna do the Cypress combo line here. Yep, Transcode Talker. We revive Splash Mage. We put Splash Mage here. Then we go into Terahertz. Yes, opponent, I know I'm taking my sweet ass time, but and Terahertz has bigger attack, so compared to Access Code Talker's 5,300, Terahertz can scale all the way up to 5.5. So there we go. That happens, and then we just swing with Terahertz. There we go. Sad that we don't have a Maliss on the board. Photon Jumper. Okay, sure. Negate. I have an Impulse in hand, opponent. There you go. There we go. He is negated and also destroyed as well. So I probably should not have actually done that because that was an effect during the battle phase, but I guess that also counts. Oh, that's interesting. Should I have just let that resolve and just let Dark Fluid do his thing? I wonder. But we're never gonna know now. Although the scary thing about Galaxy Eyes is their monsters are generally huge, so we're just gonna counter by making an even bigger monster. Their numbers can get large, but I don't think they can reach 9,000 large. So they have to beat an 8k beater here that negates during the combat phase. So we're going to see if my opponent can do something about that, but if not, we're just gonna skip over to the next duel. Won the Darrell, so let's see what I have in store for my opponent here. We have a play starter and an extender, so good enough for me. There are ways that this could stop completely in its tracks, so we're gonna find out soon enough if it does. We're gonna banish. I mean, it's always tempting to banish Chessy Cat, but in this specific instance, it's better to just banish White Rabbit. So then we do this. There we go. Then we activate her effect. And then we set the MTPO7. There we go. I almost forgot the name of this card. Then we get Splash Mage. There we go. And then off of Splash Mage, we will revive. There we go. We'll revive one of these girls. There we go. And then we convert that into... Oh, wait. I shouldn't have. Shit. Forgot that there was a line like that. Actually, no. It's still live to us. Hold on. It's still live. It's just not going to look as pretty. So we're gonna do it like this. And wait, except Cyber's monsters. Why can't I summon? Oh wait, because I don't have a name. Right. We can still actually do this. Actually, surprisingly. So we do this. There we go. That will activate Link Decoder. Then Link Decoder, go over there, and then we do this. There we go. And then we banish someone. We've already activated her effect. Dormouse has not activated her specific effect yet, so there we go. Then Dormouse effect, we put her here. And now we course correct a little. There we go. Now we get the field spell. Yes. We're now going to get the field spell. First, we get this. Oh wait, no. Hold on. 2+ Mars including Maliss monster. Yes. So this and this and this. Yes. Okay. Yes. So we do that. Then we put her here. There we go. Red Ransom. Then Red Ransom, get the field spell. There we go. We get the field spell because we already have Malice in the Mirror in hand. There we go. Then we are off to the races. There we go. Banish a card. Yes, we will banish Chessy Cat because we need to draw a little. There we go. And yeah, I think we're still doing fine here in spite of that fuck up. Yeah, the lines with Maliss, while they become obvious if you keep playing with this deck. If you mess up, it's going to cost you big time. Zone placement matters a lot with this deck, and if you screw it up, royally, then you are not going to forget it. So now that that's out of the way, I think we do it like this. So we do that, then we banish this. There we go. Then we set her face down. We set her here, and then I mean we can just go into dark fluid, but I think I'd rather go into hard scripter here, just so that we have something different. There we go, and we have a bunch of negation in hand anyway, so it's fine to have her here. And yeah, I think it's safe to end here. They're co-linked anyway, so there are more effects on that than it seems, and we have ways to stop my opponent from drawing cards. We also have a banish on board. It's a targeting banish, sadly, but the trap card is a non-targeting banish. So there's that. And their attack and defense is switched anyway because Red Ransom is pointing to a card. Then Heart Scripter is pointing to a creature as well. So they're working hand in hand here. I could have gone better, but because of my poor zone placement, but we somehow managed to recover, and we have like 3 hand traps in hand, but only 2 of them are active at the moment. We might just have to use Fuolos here for shenanigans later. No, I'm not going to activate any of my effects because Cartesia here has a quick play effect. That's as good an Ash Blossom target as any. There you go. We have Drone and Lockbird anyway. Because we're baiting out their Called by the Grave for the Ash Blossom here, so that we can freely use Drone and Lockbird. So let's see if my opponent does something here. Okay, sure. Let's see, and well, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to adjust the volume a little. There we go. Hopefully it's still not too loud. In the previous duel, or 2 duels before that, if I remember correctly, the audio suddenly got borked a little. So, well, now is as good a time as any for Lock and Lol Bird. There we go. Are you going to respond to that? There we go. You didn't respond with Called by the Grave the first time, so now you're going to do it here. How about a second time? I'm not sure if this will work the way I think it will, because they will already be under the effects, because I activated... Yeah, they will still be under it. I don't know if it'll actually be negated. Drone and Lockbird, yes. Let's see if it'll still work the way I think it will. Okay, so they mill over a crap ton of cards so that they can equal mine. A lot will trigger. Okay, so they are a branded and Tearlament. Okay, so typical 2020 stuff. Let's see if they push past this. They're under Droll, so they can't search too much now. And I have 2 banishes waiting in the wings. So there is that. No. You can do that, opponent. I'm going to allow you to do that. Okay, sure. Yep, the 2 mermaids are doing their thing. Okay, yep. They just can't add anything to hand except by drawing them. So Kit Kat is on the board. Sauronir doing his thing. I believe Sauronir sends to the graveyard. Yep, there we go. Then Havness will do her effect. Let's see what she does here. Wait, how many cards left in deck? We both have about 30, so he milled like half his deck there. Let's see. And okay, yep, Lubellion, sure. Do your thing. We will actually use Heart Scriptor's effect here first. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna banish Kit Kat here. We will return. We'll actually return Maliss in the mirror because it's already done its job. The monsters can hang out in the banish pile anyway. So that is Gucci. And because she is pointing to something, this effect cannot be negated. So there we go. Okay, sure. They're going to Fusion Shokan it up. I'm assuming they're going to use Kit Kalos here, so that the banish effect will fizzle. Yep, there we go. They get gong. So there we go. Yep, that's returned, and I can still banish. Holy shit. Should I banish this special summon? I think I'd rather banish Lubellion here because that's the one that garners more material, I believe. I could be completely wrong. So there we go. Let's see what else my opponent does. Waiting on them to do an action. Okay, they send the Tirlement's Kashtira, or is it the Kashtira Tirlement? Tirlement's Kashtira. Okay, cool. So they return some stuff, and oh, I forgot that they do that. Okay, sure. So this is another banish effect. So we may just be screwed here. But they can't add anything to their hand anyway because they're under droll. So we're just gonna see how far we go from here. I'm not confident about my odds, but if I somehow manage to pull out of this, then hurrah for me. They can actually use Mirror Jade here to banish either one of my rabbits, I guess. I'm gonna call them rabbits, but it's non-targeting, sadly. So the monster, yeah, banish one monster in the field. Yeah, we can't exactly preemptively dodge out of Mirror Jade's effect here, so we may just be doom screwed. So I can just move on to the next duel here, but they are under the effects of Red Ransom, so they can't exactly attack too profitably. But the moment they get rid of Red Ransom and or Heart Scripter, they're going to be in for a world of hurt. And besides, if they banish anyway, now that I think about it, with Mirror Jade, they're still going to get the debuff. Oh my god. I'm just realizing that it works that way. Okay, Renbrum. They're summoning Renbrum. Interesting. They get that effect, then return a monster. Oh, that's how they're gonna fight through this. I mean, yeah. You do you, my man. You do you. I believe Red Ransom has an effect where no, this is not him. This is not her. The effect is under, I believe, the White Binder. Yeah. No, not even. Is it her? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Which one? Oh wait, no, it's the field spell. Okay. The field spell is the one that does that. Can only target Maliss link monsters for attacks. Yep. Oh, yeah. I got it. I got you. There we go. It's coming from the field spell. Why did I forget that? Okay, yep. So they did that, and now we move on to the battle phase, in which case we can no longer respond, and yeah, we are definitely doom screwed there. So we're just gonna move on to the next duel. Lots of die rolls, so let's see what my opponent has from here. They are rocking the full hero regalia though, so they could be playing a hero deck for all I know. Or they could just be rocking the aesthetic, but they're playing a completely different deck. Anyway, we're gonna Fualos them, and let's see if that stops them dead in their tracks. Sadly, we don't have any other points of interaction in our hand, so if they are a hero deck, then Fualos will have to do a lot of heavy lifting here. If not, then we are going to be sitting pretty until it comes back around to us. However, if we don't kill my opponent, then they're just going to OTK me back, because that's just how hero rolls. Oh, right, it's my turn. I thought it was their turn. Jesus Christ. They made me go first? I thought they went first. Anyway. I mean, then again, it's not like Fualos is going to do anything on their turn anyway, because I have this. So, okay, yep. That's why we have MTPO7 in hand. So, that was Ash Blossom Bait, so thank you, opponents. So we do this, then we MTPO7. Then we do this. There we go. Then we get March Hare. There we go. Then after getting March Hare, we're going to do the other things. There we go. There we go. Then we get Chessy Cat. Then we get March Hare. We're going to banish the White Rabbit in hand, so that we have 3 bodies on board. And I believe we're just going to end on the terahertz line, because we literally don't have anything else. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the wombo combo stuff. I mean, if you guys have been playing Master Duel for any amount of time for the last like month or so, you've probably already seen this combo a lot. So I'm just gonna skip to my end board. Okay, we're back. So as I was making my decision on what kind of end board to make, my opponent's connection, quote unquote, failed. So yeah, it's bound to happen every once in a while. But we take wins like this around here. Let's move on to the next duel. Won the die roll at least, so let's see what kind of board I can set up. Opponent's rocking the Sky Striker sleeves, so they could be up to some shenanigans. So we try to bait that Ash with Maliss in Underground. Let's see what my opponent does, and they go with Fualos. Alright, cool. We could be in a bit of a pickle here, but if I just make my opponent draw a lot of cards, then I don't think it's gonna matter too much. So we get Dormouse. There we go. We might actually get all 4 girls into rotation here, so we're gonna find out. So we do this. Then that doesn't trigger Fualos, yes, because she wasn't summoned from the deck. She was summoned from the banish pile. Then we use Dormouse's effect. Excuse me. Oh my god, something got stuck in my throat there. Okay, yep. To be expected. They have the interaction there. We can actually do this instead. We can make him dodge negation. Oh wait, no, it only works from hand. Boo! I thought it was from field. I forgot that she only works from hand or graveyard, if I remember correctly. Yeah, hand or graveyard only. Yep, yeah. But at least we still have 3 bodies on board, so that's something. We're not going to be able to go into into another body here because we don't have too many material. So, I mean, we can still go into it, but we already normal summoned for the turn, so we're just going to go into the terahertz line, and yeah, I don't think we can go into anything else. I mean, we can go into Red Ransom, get the wait, this only banishes a Maliss monster. Yeah, we can oh, I did not mean to click that, but okay, I guess we're doing it. She already activated her effect. She has not activated her effect yet, so we're actually just going to get Chessicat here, and then because now we activate March Harry's effect, we add her to hand, and then we just go through the entire terahertz line. So I'll just see you guys. Oh, we have not normal summoned. We have not normal summoned, you say? Okay, so we still managed to get into Chessicat here. Okay, now we banish March Harry again. Yes, we draw 2 cards, and we now have stuff to stop my opponent. Alright, cool. Now that we have a couple of extra bodies, we can just, go through the combo line without too much worry that we'll run out of material. But we will lock ourselves into a lot of... yeah, we're going to use Droll here so that they stop drawing cards. And yeah, we're just going to combo off with the terahertz line. So I'll see you guys at my end board. Okay, we're here at my end board, and it's just terahertz with Linguribo. I converted the White Rabbit that I had on board into a Linguribo so that in case they have any like busted ass trap cards that needs negating, that's what Linguribo is there for. Then Dark Fluid is going to send to the graveyard again. We're going to send Code of Soul, of course. And then we're going to, just in case my opponent is on some banishing shenanigans, we have Lancia in hand that we can tribute away, should it come to that. But otherwise, yeah, our board's pretty set up. We have negation during the battle phase anyway, so I'm not too worried. Then we have the Save Worm in case they have any spells that needs negation. And then we sadly cannot use Fualos yet because we control cards on board. Ooh, somebody is playing Yubel, a man after my own heart. So there is that. They don't really banish. They just cycle stuff in and out of their graveyard. So they can instantly kill me though. So I may have to just use Impulse here once they try to special summon in any way, shape, or form. So we're going to see. They can stop any of my monster effects with Phantom anyway, so that's fine. They're using that to get rid of the Save Worm, so they're using that to get rid of Code of Soul. That is not the problem, opponent. Sure, you can get rid of Code of Soul. He's just there, just in case I need him, but ultimately, he's not really necessary. So that's fascinating. Okay, not getting rid of my Save Worm just might have cost you, opponents. So we're going to find out. Let's see. I mean, they have 2 cards in hand, and they only have Phantom on field. Okay, Luri. So they're going to go through the Fiendsmith line. So, okay, sure. We are going to turn that on, and in case this is a special summon, there we go. Okay, cool. Sure, we're going to stop that. I'm not going to allow them to extend any further than this. If there's a deck that can do 1-card combos just as well, it's Fiendsmith. So that stops there, and I think we can relax now. because what the hell are they gonna do with one card? And although we're not going to be able to punch through anyway because Phantom Fuel cannot be destroyed by battle, and it cannot take damage during battle. But they'll be staring at a wall for a while, but it will just be very easy for us to find lethal somewhere. So yeah, I mean, a concession there is probably warranted. Let's move on to the next duel. Opponent made me go second, and they won the die roll, so we are going to be in for a treat. We can maxi here, but they are a 55 card special, so who's to say what they have? Do you have a response for this opponent? Do you have an Ash Blossom that can stop this? Do you have anything else? I mean, we only have an Imperm left. Okay, cool. They're gonna Ash that, and we might face our death here. Who knows? We're gonna find out soon enough. So they negated the maxi, so kudos to them. So they're likely a wombo combo chameleon deck. We negate that. Good sir. That allows you to advance way too much. Then again, a lot of their link monsters allow them to extend anyway, so this point might be moot anyway. So we're just going to see how far Salad goes from here. They have the non-Atignister backup secretary, so good on them. We're going to see how far they go from here. Salaman great combos tend to take a while because they chew through a lot of their deck. So I'll just see you guys at the beginning of my turn. Okay, we're at the beginning of my turn, and opponent just ended with Code of Soul for some weird reason. So we're going to try to negate it? Question mark? Hope that your cards in hand are going to be more than enough to stop whatever it is that I'm about to do. Opponent? Sure. Draw one card. Sure. We can actually banish one of the stuff that he has in the graveyard later on, if it comes to that. But we're gonna see. Okay, so he's negated, but not before drawing a card first. So that's out of the way. And now we do this. We get Maliss in Underground, and then we banish a card. Yes, we're going to banish the Dormouse. And then once Dormouse is banished, that's going to end up on the field. Let's see if my opponent does anything about it. Nothing yet, but when priority pass back, they're thinking about it. So we're gonna see. Effect Veiler, do you say? What if I say no? There you go. There you go. And then that will allow me to combo off. And we're gonna see where we go from here. Okay, yep. This was... Okay, we're gonna use the banish effect of Dormouse. So we're going to special summon Template Skipper here. Hello, you didn't think that was a thing, now did you? Then we use Dormouse, then we get White Rabbit. There we go. Excuse me. Then White Rabbit effect. And I believe we just go for the Terahertz line here. Or, what we can do instead is we go for the Heart Scripter OTK line. Because we have 3 material on board anyway. So we go Heart Scripter. There we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3, so that I just put my opponent out of their misery rather than play with my food a little. There we go. We got Heart Scripter, and then we go into combat. So we attack into this guy. There we go. And then after that, we get MTP07. We banish her, and then we get March Hare. Just in case the amount of combat damage is not enough. Then we get Heart Scripter, where her attack is doubled. I believe it's going to be more than enough. Yes, 5,600. And we swing for game. Let's move on to the end screen. Okay, we're here at the end screen, and so Cyber's Wicked is a card that's going to get added into this deck now that Allied Code Talker will be added into the game. And the combo lines that are going to be available are going to be far more streamlined now. And we can actually finally cut Template Skipper and Code of Soul. And instead we'll put in the 3 backup Secretary Adignister and the backup Wizard. And those cards are going to be insane in giving this deck a lot more flexibility. Good God. But then once that comes out, people are touting Maliss to be the deck to beat and not Ryziel for some reason. Ryziel can still kick Maliss's ass, but Maliss is an insane deck. And good God, I think I'm going to be running with this deck for a really long time. So if you guys like what you saw, hit like, comment, subscribe, and share this among your friends. And until next time, toodles.